Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there, man. Hope everybody having a great day, great Wednesday. Good energy, good love around. We got some good content to check out today. And this really a good stream, man. It's about the conspiracies of all this human meat. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Is people really consuming humans and these fast food burgers and stuff like that? I don't know. But we go take a dive into it and look at it, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. Kamani, Felicia was good. Shoes, Dennis, Buddha, what up? We definitely go take a look into it and see. Just wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started. Johnny, what's up? You said you believe they are eating them. I kind of believe it too. You know what I'm saying? They be putting it right in front of our face. I definitely kind of believe it. Nicola, what's good? Angela, the boss lady, the dial, is in the building with a new profile pic too. Nice, boss lady. Nudie, was good? Rochelle, you say you believe too? A lot of people believe it. I believe it. They doing something for real. Michael, David, what up with you? Quan? We got a few people in here, man. We're going to go ahead and get it started, y'all. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. So, Museum, what's good?
That was an attempt to scare some folks, right? Because they want people to be afraid of speaking. Why did they hit him in the throat chakra?
Bad shot.
Yeah, no bad shot. The throat chakra, gang. That's the chakra to carry a voice. Like, don't speak. Because, like, you gotta understand, he wouldn't get the same things that Trump went through. But just because Trump went against it, everybody thought Trump was good, but Trump was never good. Trump tricked me. Trump, what are you doing now? He's going against all the black folks, trying to get them out. The Mexicans first, then the black. It's a war against melanated people because they don't want us to wake up.
Yeah, businessman. Y'all ain't know he was a finesser.
Listen, it ain't about finessing. It ain't about finessing. It's about a businessman gonna be a businessman, but a businessman don't see color. A businessman see profit. They not seeing profit. They seeing some way different than profit.
What do you think they seeing?
They seeing trapping your soul and keeping you stuck on earth. Listen.
I'm gonna be saying some wild shit. He definitely be saying some wild shit.
Hey, so angry college kids don't hit jugular shots from 200 yards away. Angry college kids do not hit jugular shots from 200 yards away.
Right.
So let's go ahead now and dead this ideology that this was some poor kid who Charlie had bullied by feeding his, twisted views into his head, and the kid just couldn't take it anymore. College kids don't hit jugular shots from 200 yards away.
You're right.
Who are those cabinet members that Ghislaine Maxwell was referring to that were part of this cast of characters associated with Mr. Epstein? Who are they?
The Deputy Attorney General took the aggressive step that no one else did and interviewed Miss Maxwell for 2 days, and we released the entirety of that transcript. I do not have that transcript in front of me. You're picking it piecemeal. The American public can read the entirety of that.
One last question, because you clearly won't tell us the cabinet members associated with Mr. Epstein. Let me ask you one last question. And that is, right after she gives this testimony in front of an FBI agent, among others, she's transferred to a minimum security prison not suitable for a sex offender like herself. Who made that decision and why?
The Bureau of Prisons.
The Bureau of Decisions made it in
Prisons.
The Bureau of Prisons decided on their own, without any consultation with Blanche or anyone else, that they were going to suddenly, after this interview, completely unrelated to this interview, completely unrelated to anything she said, move her to a prison not suitable for a sex offender. You want the American people to believe that? Do you think they're stupid?
No. I think the American people believe the truth, that I'm not in the weeds on the everyday movements of
you're
inmates.
not in the weeds?
What I am doing is protecting this country, providing historic reform, and combating the weaponization of intelligence by the likes of you. And we have countlessly proven you to be a liar in Russiagate, in January 6th. You are the biggest fraud to ever sit in the United States Senate. You are a disgrace to this institution and an utter coward.
Damn. Man, they beefing. Yeah, I ain't sure about Cash Patel no more either. Remember when he first came out, everybody was liking him, thinking he was gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, real and everything. Nah, it's too many red flags that came up with him, man. I don't know either. You know what I'm saying? He might be a snake too. Like, he be in too much shit for me. Like, I don't know about Cash Patel anymore. I remember when he first hit the scene, though, everybody was like, yeah, he gonna be good and everything. I thought so too. The way he was talking and everything, but it don't seem like he's going that way. Crisis was good, fam.
Guys, we already heard about Trey Reed over at Delta State University that was hanging from a tree. Now we have another one that happened at around 1:30 this afternoon, and his name was Corey Zucaitis. And this
damn, so it was 2 hangings that day, y'all. Remember we talked about this yesterday about the dude at Delta State College? It was 2 hangings.
This happened in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and they said that at around 1:30 p.m., officers with the Vicksburg Police Department received a call. You know, and when they arrived, Corey, he was hanging from a wooded area in the 4100 block of Washington Street, and this was near the Ameristar Casino. I did a little bit more digging and saw Corey is originally from Deltona, Florida, and he's living with, I think, his stepfather in Brandon. Corey was homeless in that area. This is being treated as a death investigation. And I'm telling you now, these are not just random, okay? These are not random. These right here seem like they're targeted. People actually did this to somebody. That's how I feel because, yeah, the milk stinks and the water stinks. And I saw the other picture that was being passed around, and I was like, wait a minute, I covered that story because he was unalive by some people who he thought was his friends. I covered that maybe almost a month ago. But look, it's time to keep our heads on swivel, you guys. And it don't matter who you are. It don't matter what color you are. Man, that dark cloud is going around and it's getting people.
Man, that's crazy. So do y'all think this rule out the whole, maybe this was, you know, some racism type shit that was going on? Because at first they were just reporting on the, you know, the black young guy. Now with this happening the same day. In the afternoon, the first guy was found at 7:05 in the morning, and then the other guy was found at 1:30 p.m. the same day. And he was white. So do that rule out the whole race thing? Or could that be just a monkey wrench thrown in the game? Because they said he was homeless and everything. Could he just be a scapegoat to try to cover up what's really going on? Regardless, it's crazy. I don't know. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy for them to be close to a college, Delta State College, hanging from a tree. Like, right. There's no footage or nothing, no surveillance footage or nothing going around or nothing. And then one happened at 7:05 in the morning. How did another one happen at 1:30 in the afternoon? You seem like, man, that's crazy work. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Blind to the BS. What's up with you, fam?
Hopefully they find out what happened to Corey and they find out what happened to Trey. Because both of them right there, the milk stinks and the water stinks. And we want to get justice for both of them. I'll bring you more as soon as I find out more.
Major breaking news in the movie making industry, y'all. Marvel, which is Disney, the biggest movie making machine empire on earth, they are pulling out of the United States, y'all. You heard me. The Fantastic Four, the next Avengers, Spider-Man, they are all moving out of the United States and moving across the water to the United Kingdom. I thought Marvel was located out in California, but their empire is actually in Georgia. And you know what just took place last week in Georgia at that Hyundai plant, right? About 600 Korean people left the plant, and now the plant is in bad condition. And now Marvel, Disney is pulling out.
600 people didn't leave the plant. 600 people was apprehended. They was apprehended, Conscious Juice.
And if you love Marvel action movies, I'm one of those guys. Well, Marvel, which is mostly based in Georgia, has decided to make the decision to leave the United States of America with the loss of up to 20,000 jobs. It's leaving Georgia. It's mainly going to the United Kingdom with some production facilities to Canada. And the reason why it's leaving the United States of America is because it's too expensive to do business in the United States. And also, United States is a bit nuts right now.
So that's 20,000 people out of a job in the state of Georgia once again. And there's talks around town that a whole bunch of celebrities, including Jay-Z and Beyonce, after the wildfires that happened in Los Angeles, they purchased a 58-acre estate in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I seen the reports about Jay and B. They finna be citizens over there in the UK, but there's been a lot of celebrities moving out to the United States. Like, can they see? I mean, maybe they just seeing all the bullshit that's going on, or are they trying to escape something? Do they know something we don't know? I don't know, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot of celebrities and everything moving away. Bang Boogie, D-Void, what up with y'all?
Ellen DeGeneres moved to the United Kingdom. Rosie O'Donnell moved to Ireland, I believe. Christina Milian moved to the United Kingdom. Lindsay Lohan. Everybody's leaving the United States, y'all, because they know what's about to happen. And it's not like we care about where these celebrities are going, because that world is over with. But Marvel, the biggest movie making conglomerate, y'all, the shit is here, y'all. Did y'all know about this? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Let's continue to get it.
Hey, right. That's gotta be some bullshit. A $1 billion company claim it's too expensive to do business, and they in Georgia, so they getting like tax breaks and everything down there. They ain't even paying the top dollar like if they was over in Hollywood or California and everything. So that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. So all the Marvel films, they finna start creating them over in the UK, huh? Felicia, appreciate that super chat. Super sticker, thank you so much. Appreciate the support.
Decent.
Nah, fool. This D4VD shit just took a crazier turn. This shit getting wild, fool. Don't let me find out this man had something to do with it. Y'all, so the girl that was found in David's car, her name was Celeste Hernandez. And this shit is getting crazy because her mom knew it was her. She ID'd her because when they came on and said that she had a tattoo on her finger, she instantly knew, like, let me go check. And she was right, because she was like, that sound like a tattoo my daughter had. And come to find out, it was. And what make it so crazy is this man D4VD coincidentally got the same exact tattoo, y'all. This man feeling the pressure so much so, he decided to cancel his show, y'all.
Hold on, let me stop it, man. I never knew about this dude. I guess he like some big time. I don't know if he a singer, rapper, or what he is, but this story been going around. It's crazy. They found like a young girl. I think she is 14. Well, she will be 15 now, but she is like 14 years old, maybe 13. I don't know. It was like young. It was found in his car, a Tesla, in the trunk of a Tesla that was registered to him in a towing yard. And they got matching tattoos. Her mother said she had a boyfriend by the name of David. That's his name, David. I guess that's what the D4VD stand for or whatever. I don't know. But this story been wild because I don't think he's been charged or with nothing. Like, ain't no reports came out like he's been arrested or anything. But I'm just thinking, like, how do a 13, 14-year-old girl even, like, well, I guess they did. They reported her missing, but how old is this dude, first of all? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. This is a crazy story.
He was doing a tour. He decided to cancel that jump. So they did have a missing person report on Celeste.
Oh, okay,
as you can see right here. They said she was last seen in April 2024, y'all.
She was 13 when she went missing. 13 years old. Like, what the fuck is you doing with a 13-year-old, man?
And she was 13 at that time. What the fuck? And it's getting even wilder because the mother said that her daughter said she had a boyfriend named David. Now, coincidentally, his name is David. I'm not saying he was the boyfriend, but I don't know. Same tattoo, same name. It's found in your Tesla. I don't know, buddy. Y'all go ahead, grab that seatbelt, buckle up, because I'm telling y'all, this shit finna get crazy, fool. It's already crazy right now. He canceled the show. Got the same tattoo. She said she was dating somebody named David. Found in his Tesla. Nobody know how. She was missing since last year. Yeah. Y'all better get ready.
You said he 20 now. Okay, so he in 2024, he was 19. But still, you 19 years old and you with a 13-year-old? Man.
This shit crazy.
So the other day, I kind of noticed something that I thought was strange, and that is the areas that I drive in, which normally have some population of homeless people, I wasn't seeing the same people or any people that I typically see on those commutes or in those areas. And I've been kind of paying attention to it for the past few days, and I still haven't seen them. Now, these are areas that they typically are out there, rain or shine, heat, cool, it doesn't matter. They're always out there. It's the same people over and over. And I started paying attention, and it was kind of that way all throughout the city. So I'm curious because one of the days I saw police officers talking to the homeless gentleman, and there was two cars that were blacked out SUVs, like the typical MO. And I started to think, is ICE disappearing the homeless people around us? And we just haven't noticed because they often go unnoticed. So I'm curious, leave a comment and tell me if you've noticed the same thing, because it's all throughout the city and it's something strange in such a large metroplex. I want your opinion or your thoughts on this current hypothesis of mine that ICE is not only taking immigrants, but they're also starting to disappear the homeless population.
What y'all think? What y'all think going on? Because I've been seeing a lot of reports, a lot of videos of people talking about homeless people in certain areas like they used to usually see homeless people at is disappearing. San Francisco, I've seen some videos, people talking about where's the homeless people? Like they gone, all of a sudden they just gone. Like, do y'all think ICE is apprehending them, or are they getting put in jail, or are they just, doing something else way more darker than we can think? You know what I'm saying? Are they like getting rid of homeless people and, doing a little Soylent Green type thing or whatever? Because a lot of homeless people, some do have family, but some don't have nobody that's probably like just checking for them or whatever like that. So it kind of be easy for them to, you know what I'm saying, makes people like that disappear. I hope not, but crazy times we living in, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Am I the only one that like kind of noticed this shit? Like certain bugs we ain't seen in a long ass time. Like they motherfuckers just died off or just went into hiding and nobody even noticed the motherfuckers being gone, bro.
Right.
Like, when's the last time your motherfuckers seen a caterpillar, bro?
Damn.
It's been years.
I ain't seen a caterpillar since I was a kid. I probably was in my teens. I ain't seen a caterpillar in a long time.
Since I've seen one of those. Last time you seen a roly-poly, bruh?
Wow.
Last time I seen one, I was like 13, 14, bruh. I am 33 years old, nigga. That motherfucker, I ain't seen one ever since then. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time y'all like seen a butterfly, bro? I ain't seen a butterfly in a good minute.
Seen a butterfly and I seen a ladybug. But a roly-poly, I ain't seen a roly-poly in over probably 15. A long time. Some years and years. I ain't seen a roly-poly in a long time. And then I remember in Michigan, like when it'd rain, and after it rained, it'd be worms all crawling on the ground everywhere. You gotta down there watch where you walk, and you actually step on one fat earthworm, some big fat worms. I don't never see worms no more. I guess out here in the desert, in Nevada, maybe ain't no worms in the soil. But when it rain, I don't never see the worms like come out to the surface anymore. Like I ain't seen no worms since I've been here.
Them motherfuckers used to be everywhere. Last time you seen a ladybug? Bro, it's been a hot minute. Where the motherfuckers be at? I don't want them back. I'm just saying.
There's no 13th floor in any hotel in America.
What?
Pay attention. There is no 13th floor.
That's such bullshit.
I'm serious. Google it right now. Chat, Google it.
Yeah. It's true.
They take that floor away from every hotel.
Why?
Because it's demonic. Because it's just bad luck. Tons of people have died on that floor in the 80s and 90s.
I always wonder why it's never no 13th floor. Like all the casinos, all the hotels, everything is never, especially out here. I don't know if anywhere else, but it is never a 13th floor. I'm like, why the fuck they ain't got no 13th floor? But I guess, I don't know. They say it's because of superstition. Like so everybody believe like it's bad luck. Like it ain't nobody against it. Like, oh, I don't believe in no superstition and everything. We putting a 13th floor in this building. I don't give a fuck. So everybody, it's like everybody. That's crazy.
I think y'all listened to me the first time I made a video about why you guys need to stop wearing human hair. And I'm talking to the women out there, the melanated women, right? Since y'all didn't want to hear me the first time, I'm going to let her tell y'all, and then we're going to elaborate. Y'all check this out.
You put on Indian human hair. Can I ask? You know how we get that hair? When nothing goes right in the life of a Hindu person, they go through a ceremony called Tansho, where the priest in the temple incantates all the bad luck they are facing onto the hair, because for them to cut hair is such a taboo. But so that it indicates a new phase of metamorphosis, they shave the hair clean. They used to burn that hair because they understood they're burning all the bad luck, until they realized the stupid African woman wants to put it on their head. So you buy your own bad luck and you put it on your head. So I think I'll leave it there.
So just to recap, she says you're literally buying bad luck and putting it on your head, because these people shave off their hair after nothing goes right in their lives. Y'all do know that your hair and nails are extensions of your nervous system, right? Which is the first thing along the heart that is created upon conception in the womb. So when you are wearing other people's hair, you're literally wearing their DNA, their traumas, their blueprints, everything. You are letting that sit on top of your crown. Hair holds memory and nails hold energetic signals tied to the meridians. That's why in ancient cultures, they would cut off their hair and burn it to seal off the energetic cords. So there was nothing left for spirits or other entities to manipulate them. Now think about it. If you're rocking a wig or a weave from someone who cut their hair in grief, stress, or in low vibrations, What do you think you are rocking on top of your crown? You're letting their vibrations sit on your nervous system and wonder why you're having mood swings that are yours, or why your spirit feels heavy, or why you attract different people that you never knew before, certain different energies that never melded with you before, because you're a total different person. Think about it. Even when you wear a wig, don't you change and get into a different type of character? Now think about the wigs and the weaves that you are buying, and where you are buying, and who you are buying them from. Do you think those group of people we have a good rapport with us? Think about that, y'all. Do you think that's the reason why they say bob and weave? Because a bob is a hairdo and a weave is a hairdo? Or they're actually telling you to bob and weave, to like duck and dodge the hairdo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta learn to duck and dodge sometimes, man. Y'all don't need to be wearing all these type of things or these different type of characters. You can simply be you. Because the Indian women who sell you this hair, they're not cutting the hair off and putting another set of wig on. They're growing their own hair. So they're growing themselves. Grow yourself, y'all. Grow into yourself. Love yourself. You don't need to be anybody else, y'all. But yes, did y'all know about this? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Let's shift this here. Let's change it.
Man, that's bullshit. That hair ain't doing shit. Once you cut it off, it's gonna grow right back. And if you still got the same mentality, same thoughts and everything, your shit go grow back with that same mentality, same thoughts. You cutting your hair ain't doing shit, but just cutting it and coming back with a new batch. You need to it's all about your mentality and how you thinking. Some people just cutting their shit off because they got to. If shit get to thinning, gotta cut it off. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, that's bullshit. I done had bad days. I done had great days. I ain't cutting my shit. I wash it and change my mentality. You better have a positive attitude, stay on wave. You cutting your hair ain't gonna do shit.
Starts with you. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
Listen, I don't know if I told y'all, but y'all be careful when y'all order oxtails and it's under $40 because they're not serving us oxtails no more. They're serving us kangaroo tail. And if you think I'm lying, hashtag kangaroo tail in TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and you're going to see. But let me tell y'all the story. It was late night. I had ordered some food, and I'm going to go buy that shit sometimes this week and show y'all. I went to the restaurant. The oxtails was $24. And I was like, cool. Now, I'm driving home in the dark. Y'all know I be in the shop for 15 hours a day. I'm driving home in the dark, and I'm just eating the fucking oxtails in the dark. And I'm like, damn, this shit feels sticky. But it was still good because it had the regular Jamaican flavor on it. But I'm like, the bone don't feel the same. The meat feels sticky. But my dumb ass is still driving in the dark, eating this motherfucking kangaroo tail. So I'm in the shop the next day, and I'm telling my homegirl, Nay, she had a client. Her client was from West India somewhere. West Indies, like from some island. So I was telling her about the oxtails, and she said, how much you pay? And I was like, it was only like $24. And she said, She said, girl, them ain't no oxtail. You eat kangaroo. I said, what? Kangaroo? She said, yes, pull it up. So I pulled that shit up on ChatGPT, y'all. And it was the same motherfucking bone that was in my fucking plate. Y'all need to be careful. We not eating no fucking oxtails. The same way y'all need to be careful about all them fucking chicken wings y'all eating. It ain't that many fucking chickens running around. I have not had a fucking oxtail since. But when I get a chance, y'all, I'm going to go buy another plate of fucking kangaroo, and I'm going to show y'all ass what I'm talking about.
Hey, excuse me. I believe it probably is happening. You know what I'm saying? They say oxtails is expensive. Excuse me. So I wouldn't doubt that some of these restaurants maybe probably cutting up kangaroo tails and putting gravy on it. You probably can't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? You probably still the same, man. As long as it's seasoned and everything, you probably can't tell the difference. I don't know. Maybe the kangaroo tail is a little bit thin, smaller than the oxtails or something, but that's cold work right there. That's cold work, man. They playing with the food like crazy. They playing with the food like crazy,
Child, they done found out that they've been putting human remains in that McDonald's over there in Detroit, Michigan. We've been trying to tell y'all for years and years and years not to eat that McDonald's because they putting them missing children in them burger patties. We told y'all. You best believe It ain't just McDonald's. It's all these food chain restaurants. That's why your children crazy as hell. Cause you absorbing other people's energy through the meat. That's why I'm finna just fuck around and go back to being vegan, because you don't know what you're eating. They got this shit blended up with human meat. And you walk around here with bipolar disorder. Hell, you carry somebody else's spirit in your belly. The fuck? And you know what? Some people so far gone, they parasites like to eat the human food. Cause I told somebody that I fuck with today, they said that they don't give a damn that them people burgers are delicious, and they gonna keep on eating.
That's crazy. I know a few people like that too. You know, I might mention it. I don't really be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be bringing these topics up when I'm out in public or speaking to people and everything. I don't be wanting to scare people or get into an argument. You know, some people be like, man, you don't go with that conspiracy shit. But I done told a few of my homeboys, like, man, you still getting a Big Mac? You still eating a quarter pounder from McDonald's? Like, man, this motherfucker good, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm like, man, you ain't hurt. Man, some people just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever. One life to live, go ahead and live it, I guess.
Child, I looked upside them folks' head and I said, you bring your ass back over here, because what if you want to bite me? What? But just know, you ain't heard that from me.
Fuck. Man, this gotta be like a comedy. This gotta be like a parody or something like this. Huh? This can't be real, y'all. This gotta be like this gotta be a funny little. Man, what the fuck? I don't know if that was real or not, y'all, but that is disturbing. Man. That's crazy, man. Gervais, what up? Midwest, Planet Max, Solo, August, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. It's good seeing all y'all, man. Now, that was definitely crazy work. At first, I thought it was like a little skit. I thought it was like a little comedy thing, but as we kept watching, I feel like that was down there some real shit. Let's keep it going, y'all. The crazy thing is, like, I seen somebody in the chat say, like, we don't know. We all probably didn't consume some crazy shit before. I know I have, because when I was younger, I used to love McDonald's. I used to eat the breakfast sandwiches and all that type of shit when I was younger and everything. So, and I know McDonald's on some bullshit. So I know I got a little DNA in me, for sure. Some different shit. You know, hopefully it ain't, attacking me on the inside. Hopefully I'm just immune to some shit or something. But that's crazy work right there, man. Let's keep it going, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping.
Crazy that's been happening with homeless people. And you don't see this in the news. You don't hear anybody talking about it. But a while back, I had this friend who is homeless, and he's been homeless for some time. Now, his problem is that he just doesn't know how to fit into society, and he's just sort of made his life on the streets. And several people tried to help him, but he just does not want to leave the streets. Well, one day I was driving and I see him out and about. I stopped and I'm like, hey, let me get you some food and let's hang out for a little bit. So he gets in the vehicle and we go and get some food. I asked him, I said, do you want to ride like downtown to the shelter? And he's like, oh, no, like I don't stay at the shelter. Bad stuff happens there. And he goes, I sleep at this one business because there's a bunch of cameras outside. And I'm like, oh, what, like, are you afraid of something? And he's like, yeah. He's like, there have been a series of these vans that appear in like parks, and they are like downtown, and they just show up. And he said they go up to the homeless people saying that, like, hey, we can help you. We can, like, you know, give you a job or, you know, give you a place to stay. And he said they will get in those vans and he never sees them again.
Damn.
And he said, you know, like he had a couple people that he knew that have just completely disappeared. And, you know, so I was just kind of like, you know, maybe he's been on the street too long. Like maybe he's losing it a little bit, you know? And he's like, no, listen, go to this park right now. And I'm like, okay. So we drive over to this park. And sure enough, parked by like kind of like an encampment of homeless people was this weird looking van. There was this bald-headed guy sitting in the passenger seat with the sunglasses on. And I mean, he just looked very out of place. And this van, it was really weird because it said like something community service or something, but it didn't look like they were doing any kind of community service. And I've never heard of them before. So I was like, that's like really, really weird. And so then I ended up dropping him off for the night in front of this business where he was going to sleep. And, you know, after that, I never heard from him again. And I haven't seen him on the streets. Like I haven't seen anyone that has got in touch with him.
Wow.
And it's almost like, you know, I sometimes wonder, like, did he somehow disappear? And like, did something happen to him? Because I cannot find him like anywhere. So, you know, it's just really eerie that all that stuff just perfectly transpired. And so I definitely think there is something going on.
It's definitely something going on, y'all. Because I seen videos of like homeless people saying the same thing. And they said these vans will pull up and be like exactly what he said. Like, hey, we can give you help. You know what I'm saying? We have shelter, food, and everything. And they talked about it. They said some people got on the van, some like, you know, didn't get on. And those who got on, they never see them again and everything. And there's been a lot of talks about this. You know what I'm saying? So I believe this probably is happening. I'm just curious, like, what's going on? There's something going on for sure. And unfortunately, it'd be like homeless people. So like I said, like it's nobody really checking for them. Like a homeless person can disappear and not be accounted for, and we don't nobody know nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. DJ Pugs, what up, fam?
Y'all, I'm recording this because this is weird. This is really weird. You know, Trump's executive order about the homeless people, that all homeless people had to get picked up or taken to another place. I'm down in downtown Fort Worth, and we usually have a big homeless community here, but everybody's gone. This park and all these benches you see behind me, all that used to be filled with homeless people, and they're just disappeared overnight. Where did all the homeless people go? What are they doing with them? These are questions we need to ask.
And understand the draconian reptilians, these are all your presidents, your world bankers, your global elite, what they like to call Illuminati, all you people that run the music industry, entertainment industry, politics, the judicial system, the education system, your legislators, your lawmakers, like your world people that work, the leaders that own the World Bank. All right, these are all your draconian reptilians. They are a part of the original 13 bloodlines that came here and invaded this planet.
So is he saying my boy Trizzy is a reptilian? Trizzy a president? Y'all think Trizzy a draconian reptilian? Entertainment purposes only, y'all. Entertainment purposes only, man, allegedly.
And they have done everything in their power to keep their power amongst themselves. Okay? So understand that
The draconians are here now. Where there are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, some of them have been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind, at least the ones that are here.
Are you saying carnivorous, they eat humans?
Yes. And they need to be, they won't eat a dead human, it has to be alive at the time of the killing. Their preference is children.
If this is truly the case,
It would explain where a good portion of the missing children go and how so many children vanish each year without a cause.
You know, and we've been told, people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, you know, bull. Why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing in the last 25 years from the United States. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. You know, Westchester County, in the last 5 years, 3,000 children in Westchester County, New York, have vanished without a trace. Where are they going? Why are we allowing this to happen? Why should people stay in denial about it?
Now, how are they able to do it? How are they able to come up out of this from underground?
Tunneling systems everywhere. They're being helped by the Greys.
Hey, it's a movie, man. It's a movie I watched. I forgot the name of it, y'all. It's a movie I watched, though. Damn. Why am I should just stop like that? It's a movie I watched. We get into it, though. Where they was like, it's these girls, I don't know if they went on a camping trip or something, but it was some girls and they end up finding like some underground shit. They was like camping, they went underground. And it was crazy because they found like a civilization of people that was living under there, like under the ground, like nasty people, and they was eating motherfuckers and everything. Like, and seeing that little video just made me think about it. I forgot the name of the movie. I'm sure somebody in the chat probably didn't seen it or remember what I'm saying. Or I forgot the name of it, man. But it was like a good movie too. Popular too. But I don't know. Let's keep it going.
Deals in human body parts shifting from Detroit to Chicago as the feds launch a new raid.
And once again, hundreds of families will be left wondering if the bodies of loved ones have been bought and sold on the black market.
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirchner is here tonight with a story you'll see only on 7. Jim.
Stephen and Carolyn.
Yeah, that's the name of it. The Descent. I think that's it. I think that's the name of it, boss lady. Thank you so much. The Descent or something like that. Close to it, I think. Not all the way sure, but I think.
This case started here, according to sources, when a man named Arthur Rathburn was shipping human body parts through Metro Airport. Get this, the box leaked blood. Those cargo haulers then called for help. Why were you stockpiling hundreds of human body parts here, sir? That's Art Rathburn. And remember his business 13 months ago? For 2 days, federal investigators dressed in hazmat suits removed body parts of 1,000 different people. Arms, legs, heads cut up.
And this was in 2014, y'all. This 11 years ago. So imagine what's going on now. Or before that.
Kept on ice, not embalmed, so they would be fresh for the black market. Today, the rundown warehouse on Detroit's east side is shuttered and up for sale. Sources say Rathburn's seized records led them to the Chicago area today, a business called Biological Resource Center in Rosemont. It's difficult to see from the outside, but sources say the hazmat suits and raid are underway on the 6th floor of this office building. The same paper trail led investigators to Biological Resource Center in Phoenix last January, and another raid removing body parts and corpses. There were also ties to similar businesses in Las Vegas. Since these dealt directly with the public, families were left without answers. Julie donated her husband Steve's body and was promised his cremated remains back in a month.
Confused and angry. We thought this was going to be doing some good. Yet it doesn't sound like it is.
What do you say to all those families who had no idea their loved ones were in here? Michigan pulled Art Rathburn's license last year after our reporting, even though they were told about his problems 2 years before.
You can go find out what the heck he is doing, and that wasn't done. Right?
Did we do something 2 years ago? No, we didn't. Are we doing an investigation now? Yes, we are.
Are you worried about going to prison? Now, no one has been charged by the feds yet. There are actually 2 locations involved in this raid going on right now in the Chicago area. The offices in Rosemont and the lab in another suburb where they have found body parts. But my sources say this case is winding down, and with this new evidence in Chicago, they can now finish this case after some 13 months.
Nobody was charged, though. Man, that's how you know it's a big business. Like, come on, man. Y'all go raid the spot. Y'all know he on some bullshit. You know he selling bodies on the black market and doing all this and everything, but still nobody charged. That's how you know it's like powerful people involved, big business involved, y'all. For sure, for sure. Kip, what up? Yep. They said in Vegas too. Vegas was one of the spots.
So gruesome. Any idea how many families you're talking about here with loved ones that may be involved?
It's going to depend a lot on the records. It depends if they're talking hundreds or thousands, and with those records that they've seized, and are those records even up to date, or have they been doctored? That could be spelled out in an indictment once it's handed down.
Yeah, you would not expect it necessarily to be accurate the way it's been handled so far. It could be.
What's in them is not so good. You know, we've learned to accept it, but I don't know if you'll feel so accepting after this. The company Clear Foods recently analyzed 345 hot dog and sausage products from 75 brands and retailers and found, are you hot dog lovers ready for this? Human DNA in 2% of the samples and in 2/3 of the vegetarian samples. And get this, 10% of all vegetarian products appear to contain meat. Clear Foods says that there are some companies producing high-quality hot dog, top scores to Butterball, McCormick, Eckrich, and Hebrew National.
Y'all really think that we have enough pigs, cows, and chickens that we could sell meat 24/7, 365 days? We really have that many animals here that we can mass produce meat the way that we do? Unidentifiable and unidentified people die every day. You think they're being buried? Like, you really think those people are being buried in the ground? It's in your food. Nobody can convince me otherwise. It's in the food.
Damn, yeah, she making a lot of sense. That's why you got to cook at home, man. Try to stay away from it, man. I see why more and more people are becoming vegans and everything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no red meat. I haven't had red meat probably like since 2013, 14. It's been a long time since I had red meat, probably 12 years or something, you know what I'm saying? But I still been eating, and I don't eat pork. Never ate pork in a long time. I haven't ate pork since I was a kid. I don't fuck with no pork either, but I have ate some chicken, and mostly I've been on fish lately, a lot of fish lately. And I know that probably ain't even, I know the fish probably ain't even right. You can't, too much of anything is bad for you. It don't matter what it is. I'm finna just start eating greens, man. Just greens and because it's ridiculous out here, y'all.
People are in the food. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Nobody can convince me otherwise.
Man, that look crazy right there. Tell me that don't look like this part down to the buttocks of a person. Tell me that don't look like that, man. Oh my God, man. That shit disgusting, man. And then they be doing little subliminal shit like this. It's for the people meat. Quality meats made from people like you. Quality meats made from people like you. Like, what the fuck is that? What you mean, dog? Like, what is you saying? Like, what is you saying, man? And I be believing like some of that like impossible meat and all that beyond meat and everything. I don't be fucking with that either, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely believe that they be acting like ain't nothing in it, but it's cut with something. It's cut with something. I tried a Beyond Burger like years and years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I ate that motherfucker and I felt so disgusted on the inside. I felt wrong after eating that shit. I'm like, man, this shit. And this the time where I wasn't eating red meat. I ate that Beyond Burger, and it felt like I was like, man, like I thought, did they give me a real burger or something? It felt odd. Changed my whole mood and everything. I ain't had one since. I'm like, oh no, I ain't doing this.
How I look right now. Fuck how I look right now. Who gives a fuck? I attempted to cook some fucking roast. I attempted to cook some fucking roast. And it's doing this. Since when does roast do this and look like this? And if y'all look closely, that's glue. They're literally fucking
That's a Bill Gates roast right there.
gluing meat together. Like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. Bye. I just wanted to fucking show y'all.
You're supposed to eat electrical stuff like fruits and vegetables. Canines, we only got 4 canines, not designed to eat meat. If it was, you would have a mouthful of canines. We made no mistakes when we designed these avatars. Look at the shark's mouth, full of canines. Look at a lion mouth, full of canines. Now look at your mouth. You got 4 canines and all them flat teeth in your mouth. You're supposed to be eating vegetation, fruits. That's all electrical. Because you are electricity. But if you put meat into you, that's dead energy. So they fed us, they trained us to eat meat. We ate all this meat and it deadened our energy. Keep you dead. You can't even vibrate. You can't even you can't teleport. You can't tap into nothing about yourself because like they say, you are what you eat. So if we want you dead, we'll feed you dead flesh. The oppressor want us dead, so he fed us dead flesh. You get it?
Man, let's keep it going, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Mad Packs. Truth Lady, what's up, y'all? Hey, when he just said that dead flesh, I'm laughing because I got a homie. He vegan, you know what I'm saying? Well, he ain't vegan because he still eat like cheese and everything, but he don't eat no meat, you know what I'm saying? No diddy, but he always be telling me, like, when I want some chicken or something, he like, oh, you finna eat that dead flesh. And I just get to laugh and everything. We just get to cry and laugh and everything, that dead flesh. It's just something about when you say it like that, it make you be like, damn. Make you think about it and shit, like, oh, you finna eat some of that dead flesh. Crazy. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you see. Believe what don't.
I just went to Williamsburg this past weekend, so today we're talking about cannibalism. This is your content warning, so if you really don't want to hear about cannibalism, I would recommend scrolling. So you're probably wondering, what on earth does cannibalism have to do with Williamsburg? Well, let me tell you. Williamsburg is where Jamestown is located. Jamestown had a really bad year in 1609 that they called the starving time. And basically they were so starving because they had no food, so they ate things like poisonous snakes, dogs, black rats, cats, bald eagles, and musk turtles. And when those were all gone, guess what they turned to? There were a lot of accounts about cannibalism happening in Jamestown, but it wasn't until 2012 that they found actual proof of it. So these archaeologists were just doing their job, excavating this old cellar in the actual Jamestown settlement. And in what used to be a trash can, they found bones. Human bones. They found a skull, a lower jaw, and part of a leg. All of which had marks from an axe or a knife or something like that. So they did testing on those bones. They figured out from the shape of her skull that she was a recent immigrant from southern England. They also found this out through isotopic testing. And from that isotopic testing, they found that she had more of a wheat diet, which was common in England, than the corn diet that was common in Jamestown and North America. They also figured out that she was like 14 years old too. Now they call this girl Jane because we don't know who Jane actually really was. Jane could potentially be someone named Elizabeth Fields though. Now Elizabeth Fields was married to Richard Bristow, and she came to Jamestown around the same time they think that Jane did. Not to mention, it was said that Richard Bristow did cannibalize his wife, but we don't have concrete proof. And all this to say that weirdly enough, cannibalism was not even taboo at that time. Like, you weren't allowed to be obsessed with it, but they didn't really question it, you know, which is just a crazy mindset altogether. But unfortunately, desperate times called for desperate measures. Anyway, put down in the comments what you think about all this.
Okay, I'm actually really grossed out right now. I literally worked a double shift today at 2 different nursing facilities because I'm a nurse and I haven't eaten all day, so I was like really hungry, and the quickest thing was McDonald's. And I love McDonald's, like I always, you know, go McDonald's. And you guys are not gonna believe this. Like, this reminds me of the time that someone found a finger in Wendy's chili. I never thought that anything like this would ever happen to me. I don't think anyone does, but I'm gonna turn the camera around. Here's my McDonald's bag. I have my receipt right there. I have all my teeth. You see where this is going? I didn't lose any teeth. This is not my tooth. Hold on. I found a freaking tooth.
Oh my God, man. And everybody been talking about how they've been finding teeth and little tooths and shit in the food at McDonald's and everything, man. I've been seeing that. Now that's crazy work. See, that's more evidence and more to support our theory. That's evidence to support the theory. Now it could have fell out of a worker's mouth. Yeah, it could have. You know what I'm saying? That can be it's a probability of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the odds on that and everything, you know. And then if it did fall out of a worker's mouth, like what? They just go let it, like, yeah, let's stay in there or whatever. Like, most likely they'd be like, oh, my tooth fell out. You know, they'd get, you know, secure the meat and get that out of there. This right here support the theory of what we just been saying this whole damn stream. Maybe people are being consumed, y'all. I don't know. This is crazy right here. Man, if I seen it, if a tooth was in my food, man, oh my God, man, I probably wouldn't even eat no more.
I'm pretty sure this is a tooth. It feels just like a tooth. Then
it made me think back to my days of eating McDonald's and everything and eating fast food. And you know how sometimes, even with the chicken nuggets, you know how sometimes you eating that shit and you bite into it, and sometimes you get that one bite that one ain't consistent with the other bites. You know what I'm saying? A little hard bite. You're like, damn, what the fuck was that? But it's too late. You already did it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I'm not the only person that happened to. I know some of y'all in the chat go be like, oh, that's nasty and everything. But y'all motherfuckers know it didn't happen to one of y'all before too. You done bit something and it was like, man, what the fuck was that? Even if it was an odd taste, like, man, that ain't consistent with the rest of the food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't happen before.
McChicken sandwich. I bit down on it and it was in my mouth. I am so disgusted right now. Like, I just want to know who's missing their tooth. Like, this is like crap I pulled out of my mouth from the chicken sandwich. I'm so disgusted. I threw up a little bit in my bag. I'm not hungry now. That's good. Yeah. What the frick? It even has like the little indentions, like where, you know what I mean? What? McDonald's, you seriously have some explaining to do. I want to know why this was in my McChicken and who's missing it. And I literally ran up over a curb today and like destroyed the front of my car, and this was just like the crappiest ending to my night ever. So Um,
Hey, that's the funny thing about it, Solo. I guarantee she go back to McDonald's though. She probably gonna be right. She probably already been back in the line. Like, yeah, last time you guys gave me it was something in my chicken sandwich. I don't know if it was a tooth or not, but make sure it's okay this time and everything. Still eating the shit. I would have down there sued McDonald's for some shit like that.
please fix this for me. Please make this right, because I am so sick right now.
This one from the neighbors. So
How she laughing and everything. She definitely went back.
remember the same neighbors who said that they heard Jason and Kelly like running power tools late into the night? Yeah, them. So listen, okay. They said that just 2 days after like all that noise, the construction and all that, the Cochrans, they had invited them over for a little like backyard barbecue. So the neighbors agreed, you know, like sure. And when they showed up, according to them, they were kind of shocked because they said there was like $150 to $200 worth of meat piled up. Just like way more than you'd expect for a little cookout, you know? So they were like, oh wow, okay. So, you know, they ate it. And later they shared that like the meat tasted off. Like it was extra chewy. Well, according to the neighbor, he said it was kind of see-through, like lobster meat. You know how it's kind of like see-through? He was like, it looked like that. And he was just horrified. I watched the interview of him and you could just see it in his face of just, he was disturbed. You know, afterwards, the neighbors truly believed that Kelly and Jason chopped Chris up and like served him at the barbecue. What? After this realization, they were messed up.
Did y'all hear about the man that was unaliving people and using their remains to make barbecue sandwiches to sell at his roadside barbecue business? Yes, his name is Joe Metheny, and this happened in Baltimore, Maryland. So like I said, Joe would unalive several people and literally just dismember their bodies. And like I said, just use it for his roadside food business. Basically, finally, when he got caught, because they didn't even know that. When he finally got caught, he confessed to everything. And when they asked him why exactly did he do that, like what he was thinking, he said it was in connection to the fact that his girlfriend had left him and took their son. But when investigators did further investigation, all of the people that he unalived had no connection to his ex-girlfriend at all. Didn't look like her, act like her, sound like her, nothing. He would take advantage of sex workers and homeless people. I guess he found them to be an easy target. He would lure them in with many other different things. Like I said, just luring them in so he can get the opportunity to unalive them and do what he wants to do. He admitted to unaliving several different people, but investigators were not able to confirm that before he ended up passing away in jail. But there were several other cases that they did confirm. They said he used to easily overpower his victims too because he was 6'1" and he was about 400 pounds. He showed no remorse. He did not care about anything that he did. And like I said, when he was selling the meat and they asked him why, he was like, nobody ever complained about the taste. Like, what's the issue? That is so foul. Like, it's just like you can't eat from nobody. Like, what is in y'all meat? Like, ew, that's disturbing. I do send my condolences to all of his victims because they were vulnerable and he took advantage of that, and I can't believe it.
Worst serial killer by state, part 9 of 50, Maryland. Joe Metheny, also known as the Baltimore Butcher, wasn't just a killer, he was a monster in every sense of the word. In the mid-1990s, his unimaginable brutality shocked even the most seasoned investigators. He lured victims to secluded areas with promises of drugs or shelter. Once in his grasp, they faced a horrifying fate, beaten, strangled, and dismembered. But it's what came next that made Metheny truly infamous. According to his own chilling confession, he mixed the flesh of his victims with pork and served it as burgers from a roadside stand. He bragged that no one could tell the difference. Tastes like regular meat, he said. Metheny claimed responsibility for at least 10 murders, but the true count may never be known. His final words? A cold declaration. The only thing I feel bad about is that I didn't kill more. Joe Metheny's story forces us to ask, how much evil can one man carry, and how many lives can be destroyed before justice catches up? And that's why he was the...
Damn. So that really happened in Baltimore, in Maryland? Man. I gotta make sure that's a real story. Hold on. That really happened, y'all. So just imagine if this dude in Maryland was doing something like that. Imagine what's going on a larger scale. And they said he would get homeless people and S workers and all this type of stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, it's real. I just Googled it. I had to make sure. But man, oh my God. You stop at a little burger stand. You think you getting you a good burger and everything. You got a whole person grounded up in it. Man.
The robots in here, you know how Japan do. There's no more people. Are you serious? This is crazy. Hello? Didn't I tell y'all to reskill? Now the robots is here. They're already here. There she is.
That's
taking your jobs. This is all automated, you guys. All automated. Look at this.
Please check the amount and put money in the deposit slot.
Wow.
If you are paying by credit card, press the credit button. Please take the receipt.
Thank you.
Damn. That reminded me of that one movie when they had like robots or like those synthetic people behind this at a bar or something. It's like an older movie serving like people drinks. It was only a few people there and everything. I don't remember the name of it, but that just reminded me of that, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, be careful what y'all eating out there, man. This shit real. It's real out here. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely real out here. The human meat thing, I don't believe it's cap, y'all. I believe it's something definitely crazy going on that we probably couldn't even imagine. You feel me? But regardless, stay on wave, take it day by day, protect your peace watching these videos, y'all. Keep that love around, keep that good energy around, man. Keep a positive attitude, keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. You feel me? Salute to my content management moderators, everybody. I appreciate all y'all in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button for me, y'all, before y'all get out of here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment on the video if you see anything, come up with any ideas or anything, man. That was crazy, y'all. That was wild right there. This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Appreciate the love, man. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.